Oh, those donuts were delicious. Now, Derek is experiencing both the past and the future at the same time this morning. How on earth is he doing that?
I'm sure he's going to tell us all about it. How are you doing, Derek? What are you up to?
Yes, team. Well, the past, the present and the future, because we're on a 360 immersive adventure here this morning. Welcome down to the Book of Kells experience, live from Trinity College in Dublin. Dervla McFadden is with us. Good morning to you, Dervla.
Good morning.
And I'll tell you, before we get into this, wouldn't this be a fantastic place to propose?
Well, I guess it is Valentine's coming up on Wednesday this week, so you
Who
never know what
knows?
might happen.
Absolutely. Now, tell us about this immersive experience. I'm absolutely loving it.
Yeah, so where we are at the moment, this is our Book of Kells 360. And where visitors are going, we're actually in Kells at the moment, which is what's behind us. But you've gone from Iona in Scotland, the Vikings have come, it's been very dramatic. You've moved over the Irish Sea, you've arrived into the east coast of Ireland, and now you've come to Kells, where the book is now here behind us.
How old is the Book of Kells?
Well, the book is from 800 AD, so it's a 9th century, so it's a very ancient illuminated manuscript.
And in terms of how it landed in here then in Ireland, obviously came with the monks from Scotland.
Correct, exactly. So it came from the St. Columban monastery over in Scotland. And at that time, in the 9th century, there would have been a lot of Viking raids. So the Vikings came, the book was, under quite danger at that time. So they swept up the book. The monks took it in their curraghs over the Irish Sea, arrived into the east coast, and then made its way down the River Boyne to basically their sister monastery in Kells.
What you've done here really with the experience, is you've brought history to life, really, haven't you?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, what we're quite excited about is it's opening up access to the Book of Kells and also to our collections, which we'll be showing you a little later on. And what you're standing in front of now is our digital Book of Kells.
Now, forgive me, because I've never seen the Book of Kells. Sorry about that. And I actually thought this was the Book of Kells. I'm giving you no, Derek. This is the digital Book of Kells. So tell us how this was done.
Yeah, so what you're seeing here is, so when you do see the book, and we'll bring you over there later, you see 2 pages at any one time, so 2 pages on display. What you're seeing here is first and foremost a closer look into the pages, so you can really get up close and personal with the book, see the geometry of it, see some of the symbols and the animal figures within it, and then also see more of the pages as well.
And like normally, people only have access to a page or two, the general public, right?
Correct, exactly.
So with this, it brings it to a whole new level.
That's it, it's opening up, and really with all of our collections, we have 700,000 books, manuscripts, artefacts, objects within the old library, and this allows us now to share more of those with any of our visitors.
Now we're passing through what's known as Ireland's front room. Tell us about this.
Yes, so where we are now, we're in the secret life of the collections, and we often talk about the old library in the long room as being Ireland's front room, because any visiting dignitaries, presidents, anyone who comes over to Ireland is often then brought to the long room. And what you're seeing here beside you are more of our collections. So they're animated, they're illustrated, and they're very immersive. You're seeing actually one of our music collections here in front of us.
What other collections have you got here then?
So we also have, Trinity actually has the largest collection of children's books.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, exactly. So we have the Fairy collection, Pollard collection. You're seeing the Kula Press here. So the Kula Press was actually 2 female founders. W.B. Yeats' sister was one of them, Lily Yeats. But they would have been trailblazers back in the early 1900s, and these are some of their animations and illustrations.
What we can see here, all these illustrations, it really opens up the collection to a greater audience, right?
Exactly, exactly. Young, old, domestic and overseas, we really think everyone is going to really enjoy this.
Finally, we're going to finish up with these long room conversations, and what you've done here and what I love is you've brought the statues to life.
Yeah, exactly. So over in the long room we have our sculptures, and they're very iconic to that space. And what we've done is we've scanned them, we've 3D modelled them, and actually we've 3D printed 8 of them here. So we've brought our 4 female sculptures that were installed in St. Bridget's Day last year, and then 4 of our male sculptures. And you can see they're all chatting to each other, they're telling each other their history, what they've done, why they're famous. You can see Shakespeare here, he's going to start chatting to Lady Augusta Gregory, Socrates, to Jonathan Swift. So really, really fun, really fun and chatty.
It's quite trailblazing what you're doing, right?
It is. It's completely different. And what we have is, we have, I guess, the history and heritage of the old library with the book itself in the long room. And now we have kind of the more futuristic and digital elements here with a new digital exhibition.
You have a lot of visitors coming down already. I mean, Trinity College is synonymous, but now, I mean, this brings it to a whole different level.
Exactly, yeah. So we opened at the start of January, and so we've just been opened a month, but already visitors are absolutely loving it.
There's still some early bird tickets up for grabs,
Still some early birds, yeah, exactly. So from $21.50, and to book those, you just go on to visittrinity.ie, or you can go onto our Instagram at the Book of Kells Experience.
Okay, and obviously Valentine's Day coming up on Wednesday. Are you doing anything special?
Well, let's see what goes on here. As
Are you looking for a proposal?
You never know. I'll be here and waiting.
It's young for you to single, right?
This is it, exactly.
All right, so the Book of Kells Experience.com is where you'll find out more on. I really enjoyed our tour this morning, Dermot. Thank you so much. Really immersive,
Thank
really
you.
interactive. 360 all around. Back to you in the studio. That's fantastic.
Maybe even got himself a date.
I'm just kind of sitting there going, is that it's a real life Tinder going on there at the moment? It's a great best
There's a
place to
bond
find
between
someone.
that pair, I tell you. Thank you very much, guys. I really love to go down and see it. It looks
Have you
amazing.
seen the Book of Kells?
No.
Neither have I.
I know
No.
Derek hasn't either.
Okay,
He just
right.
said,
Right.
oops.